Oh yeah, he's finishing. Okay. But yeah, it's the last song already, so she will turn it off. So I started off in a hotel banquet team that was in like secondary school days, and I was waiting tables, and I realized that every time I was serving at a wedding, something just made me really happy. I never tied it to the fact that I was actually involved in a wedding itself, and when I realized it, that's when I decided, hey, maybe wedding planning could be a particular direction for me. So from then on, it was very difficult then because wedding planners, they work in very small teams and slots are very limited. But I really just wanted to try it out no matter how. After JC, I had the opportunity to basically try out planning with a few wedding planners actually. So that was really lucky on my end, and I ended up at the Wedding Stylist, and that's where I've been for the past 10 years. Later on, we'll just line you guys up by height, and then we'll...
Got battery?
No, it's like the people. So don't forget to shoot the bridesmaids inside. Yeah. Lean down. He will hand her over to Rui Wen. When it's time for the vows, just say so. We will pass them the cards here. Yeah, okay to go first, right? Then later, you can just turn. Can you all get the pram to move forward to the front so that the bridesmaid can drop off the dog? Okay, take your time slowly. As the first girl is reaching like the base of the steps, then the next one can go lah. But I will be here also. Okay, go. Go, Chelsea.
So off your mind, right, what was the brief given for this wedding and how was it like?
Yeah, it was very exciting because, I think R and C both have very big personalities. So, Celine came wanting something very classic, very classy, Italian garden party sort of look. And on the other hand, Rui Wen wanted to introduce the Thai disco element into it. So he really just wanted it to be absolutely fun with lots of colors, lights, and music. And that's kind of what we did in the end. So I think what we came up with was to really get through with the formal part of it at the beginning, or rather the first half of the dinner, and later on transition into like an after party sort of vibe. Yeah. So I think with this wedding, it was definitely quite uniquely them, and given that their parents were so supportive about this arrangement, I think everyone, it worked out super well for everyone. Stand by a microphone.
To have access to a microphone, so you can hear the responses.
You have to hold for each other.
Just a little bit here.
Okay, you have to.
Yes.
Comfort supported in sickness and in health. So in the days and the minutes
A bit more, okay.
Photo I can adjust it.
when you look at these rings in the future,
Later, when you bring the vow cards forward, can you ask them to take one more step?
moment. That's very inspiring. Because then, when others see you wearing these rings, beloved,
你的食物也是已经在那个 gallery room 了，你可以跟他们一起去那个房间啊，对，先彩排。The couple will walk in, only the couple. Yes, in the middle, yeah. And you need to give them your mic, and we'll pass them one more. Yeah.
So after speech, you'll just first course. Alright, first course.
I think no need to announce for the couple lah. The couple will just come in after the bridal party comes in. Guys, the DJ is in the ballroom. Can you just look out for her and then lead her to the front so that she can do her sound check? Rui Wen replied, is it? What you really don't see behind the scenes is sometimes, being a planner having to brief, whoever's involved or whoever's helping out. We were briefing the groomsmen on, preparing the rings, who was going to bring it up. So that's things that we kind of want to know in advance, just so that, we don't be flustered, during the ceremony itself. So, I think I would like to ask as many questions as I can leading up to the wedding, and just so that, we're in control of everything. We do bring extra ring boxes just in case. This is more for the flat lay portion of it. where, you know, we would take, I think, some elements from the couples, you know, some details, jewelry, shoes, and their invitations, for example, and then we would actually bring in a ring box just in case, you know, to kind of put their rings in there and to kind of meld it in together with the rest of the look. So that's something that we usually have on hand, and it's always there in case, you know, someone needs it. The ladder is something that I would like to introduce into, you know, future weddings from now on. I've been trying it out in you know, the past few weddings. So I think what we're always missing out on is a higher elevation when it comes to like detailed shots of the setup and all that. So, you know, I mean, in an ideal situation, of course, we would have drones. But, you know, since we can't have that, I think just having a ladder there for the photographer to climb up on, to shoot a different angle, I think that already gets you very fresh, like, photos for the couple to keep. So, you know, at every successful wedding that we've done, you always have like friends coming up and saying, you know, hey, you did a great job, you know, and that really makes me feel amazing. So, you know, and they will be like, oh, like for example, I think for RNC, for the bridesmaid that gave the speech, she was like, oh, if I'm ever getting married, I'm going to call you. So, you know, I think that's just really rewarding when you hear it. Okay, we are coming into the ballroom for photos very soon. If anyone sees Joseph, the photographer, can you ask him to go in and stand by? Hey, everyone, come! I forgot it's your first look. How you like? Yeah. Yay! I'm very happy.
Yeah, just crop. You can just crop. It's okay.
Yeah. Okay, we need to flip this around. Flip around as in like, yep. Okay. Wow, thanks for bringing the light. Dizzy already lah. It's okay. It needs to be clearer though, like less people around. Oh, that's tonight.
Give me the just for me.
Better.
There's different levels. One's a bit lower.
Yeah.
So I'm curious, right? Like, what do people say about the wedding stylist?
They tell people that, you know, the wedding stylist really plans with heart. They are always there to support, you know, whenever an idea pops up in their heads or, you know, just something that they need help with, you know, you always have someone there to basically just, you know, bounce off ideas with and really talk to at any point in time. And I think that's something that we really appreciate and really want to kind of put forward for all our clients.
So I'm curious, what's in the bag of a wedding planner?
Okay, well, besides our concept, of course, usually, I usually bring in things like a toolbox. So what we have are, I mean, you know, your typical, like you've got scissors, ribbons, extra red packets in case someone, you know, forgets to bring something. We usually have like a first aid kit, and usually also a sewing kit as well, just in case.
Why sewing kit?
Well, you know, for any wardrobe malfunctions, I hope I never have to use them. But you know, we've had really good vendors who managed to, you know, in case of an emergency, they managed to send their seamstress down within an hour's notice. So we've never really had to open this at all. Yeah, I actually bought you know, one clipboard for all of my team members. I think it's become an iconic part of me already. So you never see me walking around without my clipboard in hand. Maybe it really just, you know, reminds me that I am in control of everything.
Share one mic.
Okay. Hey Ching, just to let you know, couple can share one mic. So actually, Ben doesn't need to give his mic to them. Okay, this is only about 2 minutes. So shortly lah, huh? No need lah. They watch it a lot of times. Okay, I will do up your dress.
Not too high.
Okay, prepare. Wait, I'll tell you. Okay.
Smile.